Strength, agility, stamina, spirit. Yi Yuan scans them, confused. 4,250? Those are just average stats. So, how did you dominate the battlefield? Mo is stunned, thinking to himself. Over 4 million? Looks like they cannot see his skeleton's true stats after his talent buffed them into the stratosphere. Yi Yuan realizes something. What talent did you awaken? Lu is hyped, asking if he really got one. Mo does not hesitate. My talent is upgrade. It levels up every skill I have. Yi Yuan nods. It all makes sense now. He explains he has 2 tasks. Deliver the academy rewards and escort him to school. Mo is curious. What kind of trial are we talking about? It is an exclusive Xiajing trial. Only internal staff and students get in. They can only spill the details once he officially agrees to join. The mystery is part of the test. Mo analyzes the situation. It is not mandatory, so it is his call. But what does internal staff mean? High-level security? This is not going to be your average walk in the park. Seeing him hesitate, Yi Yuan adds that while he cannot reveal the details, this kind of opportunity is incredibly rare for a freshman. Usually, someone his level would not even be invited. Mo does not blink. I am in. The man grins and pulls out the loot. Since you are the national top scholar, your rewards are massive. Mo spots, skill scrolls. Yi Yuan hands over a card. The first bonus is 100,000 points on top of his exam score. All his hard-earned credits are right there in this card. 2 scrolls appear on the table. Second reward, 1 low-level and 1 mid-level skill scroll. Yi Yuan explains that based on his insane combat performance in the zone, there is even more coming his way. You have earned a trip to the God Tower. That entry pass is pure gold. If it is your first time, you better go in fully geared and ready for anything. Mo nods. If a God-tier legend says it is important, it is a big deal. Yi Yuan heads out, telling him to pack up. Principal Lu sees them off into the night, cheering him on. Good luck, kid. In a flash, they teleport. They are standing inside the campus now. Right in front of them is a massive stone carved with 4 words, Xiajing Academy. Yi Yuan flexes a bit. This gate is not just an entrance, it is a weapon. Even top-tier warriors would pay a heavy price trying to force their way in. Let us go. Here are the dorms. Crash here for the night. I am heading out, so get some rest. Someone will swing by to grab you tomorrow. Mo bows. Thanks, great white god. Cam Van eyes him suspiciously. Who is this guy? Getting a personal escort from the white god and talking to him like it is no big deal? He is way too chill. You Lin Mo? Mo confirms. Cam Van brightens up, asking where he wants to stay. He starts listing the prices for the different dorm options available. We have quads, doubles, and singles, or private villas. 4-man rooms are 500 points a month. Double rooms go for 1,000. A single room will cost you 2,000. If you want the luxury villa, that is 10,000 a month. There is a huge price jump between tiers, and the special training villas do not even have a set price yet. Cam Van keeps rambling. Look, Mo, I know you just aced the exams and have points to burn, but take my advice, save as much as you can. You are going to need those points for everything later on. Maybe start with a quad or a double? Mo just ignores the advice. I will take the single room. He figures he should save a little by not going for the villa. Cam Van goes pale. A single? You sure? Man, you are really throwing money around. If you do not start budgeting now, you are going to regret it when you realize how hard it is to earn points. Mo just gives a deadpan. Yeah, everything gets sorted in a blur. This is his new single room. I will take it. Cam Van sighs. All right, give me your ID. Hand over your card so I can register you. He swipes it and nearly jumps out of his skin. The balance is in the millions. How do you have this many points? Mo explains it is just the reward for being the national top scholar. Cam Van's jaw hits the floor. 300,000? No wonder he wanted a single. He curses his own luck. He has barely made 10,000 total. Once the paperwork is done, Cam Van heads out. All right, this place is yours now. This is officially your new dorm room. Get some sleep. Call me if you need anything. Oh, and buy a communicator tomorrow, or things will get annoying fast. Mo looks outside and sees people still practicing skills. Typical Xiajing overachievers. Everyone is grinding hard. In an atmosphere like this, leveling up is definitely going to be way faster than before. The next morning, the doorbell rings right as he finishes meditating. Behind the door is Yi, beaming. What, do not recognize me? Mo gives a small smile. I remember. She grabs his hand and drags him off for breakfast and a campus tour. They finally hit the dining hall. Mo steps up. My treat. Then he goes ahead and swipes his card. Yi freaks out. Why are you using points? You can pay with cash here. If you can use cash, never waste points. Mo looks at her with a blank stare. I do not have money, just points. If you are broke, just tell me. I am so rich it is annoying. Do not waste your credits. They are hard to get. She looks at the bill and goes silent. Wait, it was only 5 points? She is so shook she dropped her snack. How did you get that? Listen, you better remember this for the future. Save your points for swords, even if you are loaded. Use cash for everything else. Moyu just shrugged and agreed. After stuffing their faces, he hands her a gift. Her eyes light up instantly. Is this an Elf King crystal? Then she turns, looking panicked. Moyu, do you have any idea how much this thing is actually worth? This is one of the 5 core Elf King items, boss jewelry. Once he confirms it is real, she hugs it like a treasure. Thanks a ton. I am keeping it. Moyu thinks, if this is that rare, the King Council is a total scam. The school glimmers under the morning sun. Yi Yi gives him the grand tour of the campus. A bit later, they end up at the registrar office to finish things up. All right, your enrollment is officially done. Moyu frowns. Why can I not find any info on my sister, Lin Mohan? Data is missing. Yi Yi guesses she might be on a top-secret mission for the academy, or maybe she joined an elite school like the Godlight Academy. She is definitely out there somewhere. Do not sweat it, she is fine. Yi Yi drags him along. Come on, let us go. Time for the real talk. I am showing you around, but I have still got a job to finish today. They walk into a classroom and she shouts to the front. Hey, Sister Tao, I brought the new guy like I promised. The girl shakes his hand. I am Tao Tao, a level 23 spirit knight. He keeps it cool and professional. Lin Moyu, level 17 necromancer. Lang Chun spawns out of nowhere, talking trash. Level 17? You are joking. Why bring this stray dog into our crew? Yi Yi blows up. Lang Chun, shut your mouth. What the hell is your problem? Watch your tone. Mo Yu was the top national champion this year. He just laughs. Compared to the Hidden Dragon team, a national champ is nothing. I have seen those winners before. They are all just piles of hot garbage to me. He gets in Mo Yu's face. So you are Lin Moyu? I know Lord Bai personally got you in here. But do not think having connections means you can do whatever you want. His eyes turn cold. In my Hidden Dragon squad, you only get in if you have the actual strength to back it up. I will take you on this trial, but keep your mouth shut. Do not make a sound, and definitely do not drag us down with your dead weight. He gives one last warning. If you mess up, I will be the first one to handle you. Moyu thinks. Even the rich girls are not this arrogant. He mutters. Lang Chun sounds like a total joke. His face goes dark as he finally snaps. He charges his inner power and lunges straight at Moyu, screaming at the top of his lungs. What did you just say to me? Yi Yi screams. Lang Chun, do not you dare! Tao Tao jumps in, throwing up a magic shield. She glares at the psycho. Lang Chun, stand down right now. He grits his teeth, clearly pissed, but he backs off. Fine, Sister Dao. I will let it slide this time, just for you. He storms off. Tao Tao sighs and turns to Mo Yu. We head out tomorrow at 9 a.m. Meet right here. I will explain the trial then. Mo Yu watches him leave. Got it, thanks. Yi Yi breaks the awkward silence. Let us get out of here. We need to buy some supplies for tomorrow. Before they leave, Tao Tao pulls Lang Chun aside. I know you are bitter, but keep your personal drama out of the mission. Lord Bai is the one who recommended him. He does not budge. I know what I am doing. I just want to see what kind of loser thinks he can just walk in and replace my brother's spot on this team. Tao Tao keeps trying. He might not look like much, but you do not become a national champion without having some serious skills. Plus, he has a brand new unique class. Lang Chen scoffed. Everyone has got to be useful. New classes pop up every year, and most are total trash. This necromancer will be the same. Meanwhile, Yi Yi pats Mo Yu on the shoulder. Hey, do not let that guy get under your skin. He is not worth it. He is a total psycho. Let us go get some health potions, mana, and a new communicator. She suggests getting 10 bottles of each. Mo Yu pulls out some old weapons. Can you help me sell these off? The system updates. Mo Yu is processing. Yi Yi is over the moon. She laughs. Now I can bug you whenever I want. Let us trade contact info first. Mo Yu agrees. The screen flashes, adding friend. Soon they are back at his room. Yi Yi waves. See you at the trial. He nods seriously. Yeah. See you then. Mo Yu knows he needs to be way better prepared for this upcoming trial. He grabs a high-level skill book and gives the command, use. A surge of power hits him instantly. All right, let us do this. The system notification pops up. You have learned a new skill. Slowing Curse. He checks the stats. After his talent boost, the range is 50 meters and the slow effect hits 50%. It lasts for 10 minutes. Mo Yu is stunned. Another god-tier skill. He reviews his entire arsenal. He has got summoning, attack, and curses now. Every single branch is incredibly strong and super important for the battles ahead. He is hungry for even more power. I hope the trial lets me learn even more skill branches. Next morning, Yi Yi calls him. Wake up, sunshine. The sun is hitting your face. I am downstairs. Let us grab breakfast and go. He sighs. Fine. Later, in the briefing room, Tao Tao gives the orders. Listen up. Once we teleport, stay together. Long Chun cannot help himself. Hey kid, try not to trip us up and drag us down, all right? Yi sticks her tongue out. You are the one who should not trip us up. Tao Tao just sighs and facepalms. Save the drama for after the trial. You guys know the stakes today. Now, state your classes. A trendy orange-haired girl starts. New knock. Level 20 Elder Spirit. It is a rare class. Then the guy with yellow eyes speaks. Don Sao. Level 20 Prophet. Rare class. Lang Chun goes next, sounding arrogant. Lang Chun. Level 21 Warlock. Rare class. Then Tao Tao steps up. I am Tao Tao. Level 23 Spirit Knight. Rare class. He keeps it simple. Lin Moyu. Level 17 Necromancer. Unique hidden class. Finally, Nin Yi joins in. Level 19, Shadow Assassin, rare class. Tao Tao pulls out a glowing spirit stone. She gives the final warning. In the trial, Yi steps up to show her resolve. Do not worry, Sister Dao. We will not mess this up. Just as the words fade, that spirit stone hits its peak, blasting out a surge of glowing pale blue energy. It easily covers the whole crowd. Dao Dao sees the opening and shouts for the academies to prep for the teleportation trial. Suddenly, a massive and terrifying tower looms right in front of their eyes. A blinding red light of death shines from the top. Before they can even blink, a massive energy pull sucks them in. Moyu wonders if this is the power of the divine tower dragging them through. Moments later, they hit Mermaid Island. A magic shield surrounds the place. Looking at the glowing blue rock, Dao Dao calls it a mission stone. Everyone touches the stone to download the trial info. Moyu finishes fast. The notification pops up. Trial mission. Enter the Mermaid Tears dungeon, kill the final boss, and grab those tears. Teams are capped at 6 people with a level 20 average. Those tears only drop on nightmare difficulty, and there are only 3 of them to go around. He gets the hint immediately. Basically, only the top 3 teams to clear the dungeon are going to walk away with the prize. The dungeon sits right in the center of the island. Moyu thinks it is just another raid, but Dao Dao looks stressed. She did not expect this island. Yi is curious and asks Dao Dao to share some of her pro experience from all the missions she has been on before. Dao Dao thinks back and explains that Mermaid Tears can create some seriously powerful, top-tier special equipment. Since this island is not in Imperial territory, only 3 drops happen per year. She sighs, adding that other countries send their own teams here to compete for them too. Images of treasure hunters from all over the world flash by. She continues, noting that their own Qianlong Academy has 10 teams on the ground right now. We are team number 2. We are not just racing against our own schoolmates, but against pro teams from every other nation out there. Yi starts getting nervous. What if we run into a foreign team? Dao Dao looks grim. It has happened before. Usually they just camp the dungeon entrance. Don't underestimate them. People have actually died here. If a fight breaks out, do what you have to do. Keeping your life is the only thing that matters. Seeing the heavy mood, Moyu steps in to chill everyone out. Relax, we won't get stuck in that mess. Dao Dao nods and gets ready to move. Time to hit the island. Duan Tao, start buffing the team now. Just like that, the buffs roll in. Strength, agility, and defense all get boosted. Moyu feels the change. His stats are up 30%, and skills hit 20% harder for 1 hour. He realizes a prophet is a top-tier support, but even these buffs feel weak compared to his own insane natural talent. He summons a skeleton soldier and wonders how these prophet buffs will affect his bone buddy. The skeleton scares the crap out of Duan Tao. What the hell? An undead summoner? Moyu asks him to buff the skeleton too. Duan Tao stammers out ashore. After trying to cast his skills, he just looks totally helpless and gives up. My skills won't work on this thing. Moyu figures his own talent is so massive that it just overrides whatever blessing Duan Tao is trying to put on it. Longzhan jumps at the chance to mock him. Can't even take a buff? This summon and its master are trash. Moyu gives him a cold glare. Suddenly, a massive wave of dark energy explodes from the skeleton, filling the room. Terrified, Langzhan grabs his weapon and gets into a fighting stance. You want to go? Let's go right now. An arm suddenly blocks his view. Dao Dao is pissed. She tells them to save the drama for after the trial. Langzhan stays quiet, but his head is spinning. Damn it. Why did I feel like I was going to die when that thing looked at me? I'm literally frozen stiff. The thoughts vanish as shouts erupt across the area. The trial is officially live. Move out to the island. Dao Dao bolts forward, telling them to head straight for the dungeon. Move fast. Ignore the mobs if you can. Noong Nok echoes the order. Not long after, they hit a stream where a shadow dives into the water. As the group gets close, it lunges out of nowhere, aiming a direct attack straight at Dao Dao's throat. This monster is a mermaid soldier, level 19, power 300, agility 150, spirit 200, stamina 320, no skills. But the team isn't backing down. Dao Dao barely dodges a lethal bite. Using firepower, the group manages to distract the soldier. Seeing the opening, Yi Yi moves in fast. One clean, lethal strike slices the monster's neck right in half. A notification pops up. Mermaid soldier killed. Level 19. Experience plus 1500. Team leader Dao Dao gets a fish scale. But that was just the warm-up. More soldiers swarm in, and Lang Zhan torches the whole area with a massive fire blast. Dao Dao scans the field. Level 21 monsters are spawning now. At this rate, it will take us another 3 hours just to reach the island center. We are moving way too slow. Stop fighting every mob. Ngungok, you handle the crowd control while we push through. She quickly fires off her wind powers and screams for them to move while she has the monsters pinned down. 20 minutes later, the mobs are still thick, and other teams are ahead of them fighting. Dao Dao grits her teeth, weighing their options. If we just charge in, what are our actual chances? Ngunok looks worried. There are too many of them. I can't lock them all down, especially these level 22s. My skills might actually fail against them. Dao Dao panics. Charging in now means getting totally surrounded. It is a total trap. But if we fight every single one, we lose an hour and fall way behind the other teams. Right then, Moyu speaks up with total confidence. Let me handle it. The girls are shocked. Lang Zhan sneers. You? A level 17 weakling? What can you do? You haven't done a single thing this whole trip. What's your point? Yi Yi tells him to shut his mouth, but he keeps taunting Moyu to stay hidden. Dao Dao looks at Moyu, worried. What are you planning? He just stays cool. She finally remembers his summon. Fine, it is all on you then. On command, the skeleton soldier rips into the mob. Everyone is stunned by how fast the thing moves. The monsters thin out fast. Dao Dao takes the lead. The path is clear. Let's move. They finish the job, and the skeleton is unsummoned. Dao Dao is all smiles, hyping up Moyu for the major carry. But Lang Zhen starts catching an attitude, whining about why we didn't just do this earlier to reach the summit. Yi Yi isn't having any of his saltiness. She shoots him a look that could kill and snaps. Stop acting like a clown. If you're so tough, go lead. Lang Zhen doesn't even blush. He just doubles down on the shade. You're just a loser hiding behind summons, he mocks. Moyu just hits him with a cold stare and says, last warning. Suddenly, Miao Yu screams for everyone to bolt. High-level mobs are spawning out of nowhere and jumping them. Then, some guy from Sakura country shows up holding a glowing charm, and Moyu knows exactly what's going down. It is the Sakura squad. They have got that unique class, the Shikigami summoner. These guys do not play around. The charm flies and a literal storm of spirit beasts hits them. It is total chaos. Someone yells that these summoners can call down permanent gods. This is not your average boss fight. It is a nightmare. Miao Yu snaps. Why? Classic villain move. The Sakura guy hops on his beast and starts trash-talking. Stay here and rot, he says. Use your stones to warp home because this mermaid dungeon belongs to us now. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. The whole zone is a trap. Everyone is stuck, and the local players are losing their minds, screaming profanities at the sky. Shikigami summoners are legendary tier. Sakura country went all in. Now we are surrounded by hundreds of mermaid monsters. It will take an hour just to clear a path. Dao Dao looks at Moyu, totally stressed. Moyu just shrugs. You want them gone? He asks. She looks at him like he is crazy. You think being a summoner makes you a god or something? Hundreds of mobs versus one guy? Usually, that is a death sentence. But Moyu's skeleton warriors start kiting the entire pack away. Everyone is staring, jaws on the floor. It is actually working. Yo, whose summon is that? It is actually leading the monsters away. We are saved. Let us move. Still plenty of fish in the sea, literally. 2/3 of the mobs are still lurking. Dao Dao's face lights up. Wait, you have 2 of them? Moyu just keeps his cool, commanding his undead. Go distract them, he tells his skeletons. He is thinking, I do not need these brainless players stealing my precious XP. Suddenly, another skeleton joins the fray. The crowd goes wild. Nice job, man. After this, drinks are on me. The cheering is deafening. Wait, is that a third one? Who is this guy? Whoever you are a legend. Thanks for the assist, brother. The moment of truth finally arrives. The path is clear. Let us go. Do not let those Sakura punks flex on us. Everyone rushes through the gap, thanking Moyu. Hey man, next time we are hitting a dungeon, you are coming with us. Much appreciated, bro. Meanwhile, the Sakura guy hasn't even made it that far. He looks back and sees the group closing in fast. His face goes pale. He is like, what the heck? How are they already here? That mob should have kept them busy for an hour. Since his first plan failed, he shifts gears and calls up the archers. It is time for Plan B. He is tripping, wondering how they shredded those mermaids so fast. We have to shut them down right now, no exceptions. Moyu's group sees a rain of arrows heading their way. Definitely those Sakura archers. Someone yells the order, "Mages, shields up! Protect the squad or we are toast!" Moyu says the real war is starting. Yi Yi is hyped, loving the adrenaline. With you and your skeletons, I am not even worried. But the first volley hits hard, and the team is hurting. They need a new strategy. This is a mess. Our formation is trash. We need to regroup and find ourselves a high-level mage to carry the damage. Exactly. We lost too many people at the base. We have to organize to beat the Sakura squad. Then Lang Zhen walks up to Dao Dao and says, "I am out. Put me in another group." She is stunned. He points at Moyu and gives her an ultimatum. It is either him or me. Pick one, Captain. Duan Gao is standing right there and finally speaks up. Lang Zhen, you are being a total jerk. Miao Yu agrees. If Moyu didn't distract those mobs, we'd still be stuck at the bottom. Yi Yi is the loudest. Lang Zhen, you are absolutely pathetic, she yells. While Dao Dao stays quiet, thinking it over, Lang Zhen is feeling himself. He is 100% sure she is going to pick him. What a clown. He thinks every other team needs a carry like him, so she has to kick the summoner. Well, karma is a beast. Dao Dao finally looks up and says, "Fine, Lang Zhen, you are off the team. Get lost." Lang Zhen freezes. He cannot believe his ears. What? You are actually kicking me? Are you serious right now? This has to be a joke. If I leave, your whole run is wasted. Don't you want to get into the Genesis Academy? Dao Dao doesn't even blink. I do, she says, but you forgot one thing. My class and my morals come first. I am an elf knight. I have my pride, and I won't be bullied by you. Lang Zhen realizes he messed up, but he just walks away acting tough. Don't come crying to me later, he snarls. Team update, he is gone. Mo Yu finally breaks the silence. Let us hit the dungeon. But the captain is still worried about the Sakura squad blocking the gate. Yi Yi is already pushing forward. Sister Dao Dao, let's just go. The captain is still confused. But how? They have the entrance locked down tight. We'll never get through. Duan Gao and Miao Yu are just as lost. They just look at each other and decide to follow the leader. Might as well. Watching Mo Yu walk ahead, Dao Dao figures if things get bad, she can cover their retreat. She just wonders why Yi Yi trusts this guy so much. Soon, they reach the massive gate. This is it, the point of no return. The Sakura squad sees them coming and starts barking orders. Turn back now, losers. This dungeon is off limits to trash like you. Get out of here. The crowd around them notices. Hey, it is that summoner legend. Let us go, guys. Don't let these Sakura bullies push our people around. Protect him. Lang Zhen just laughs from the sidelines. Idiots. They are all going to die. Suddenly, a massive beast charges out, ready to rip everyone to shreds. The captain and the rest of the squad lock in, weapons drawn and ready for the fight of their lives. Mo Yu doesn't even flinch. Go, he commands. His skeletons leap forward and tear that beast apart in seconds. Just one swing was enough to delete their god-tier summon like it was nothing. Everyone is stunned. Dao Dao's jaw drops. No way, Mo Yu's summons are that cracked? Miao Yu can't believe it either. Those skeletons just soaked up every bit of damage like it was nothing. Absolute tanks. The Sakura squad is losing their minds. What kind of broken class is this? How does he have so many summons? And what are those bony things made of? This is impossible. Our attacks are doing 0 damage. They look like they should fall apart, but they won't go down. Finally, it clicks. They are not here to fight us. They are entering the dungeon. They realize it too late and start sprinting toward Mo Yu's group. Block them! Don't let them step through that gate! Do whatever it takes to stop them right now. Mo Yu is cool as ice. He selects Nightmare difficulty. A skull icon flashes on his chest. In a blink, the whole team vanishes into thin air. All that is left are 2 charms fluttering to the ground. The Sakura squad is absolutely fuming. The group is finally inside. It is nothing but water and towering cliffs. Dao Dao keeps glancing at Mo Yu, her heart racing. This nightmare run is just getting started. Seeing her panic, Yi Yi quickly steps in to calm her down. Relax, his skeletons are actually beasts. Dao Dao finally breathes a sigh of relief. Fine, I hope he can summon a ton of them. I will do my absolute best to keep these monsters off us. She starts barking orders. Munuk, heal me right now and give me the control rights. Munuk just laughs, totally chilled out as she responds. Don't sweat it, Sister Dao Dao. I am here to back you up with those sweet buffs. Suddenly, a notification pings on the screen. You killed an elite merman warrior, level 21, 10,000 experience points added. You received a fish scale invitation. Munuk is stunned. Wait, what just happened? Dao Cao looks just as confused. Why in the world did I just gain a massive chunk of experience out of nowhere? The alerts keep scrolling. Level 21 Elite Merman. Strength, 2,000. Agility, 1,200. Spirit, 800. Stamina, 2,200. Skill, Screech. Now, everyone is thinking the same thing. Was that an instant one-shot kill? While ManhwaRecap keeps sending his skeletons out for more blood, Dao Dao watches in disbelief. His summons just vaporized an elite mob in a nightmare mode dungeon. Normally, even a perfectly balanced team would take 2 minutes to do that. Yi Yi just beams with pride. See? I told you ManhwaRecap's skeletons were total powerhouses. Stop standing around and follow his lead, guys. Let's go. Dao Cao hesitates for a second. Hold on, we haven't even cast our buffs yet. But Dao Dao is already moving forward. Forget the buffs. We need to stay on their heels right now. Go, go, go. Not far ahead, those skeletons are going absolutely berserk, landing heavy hits on the reinforced monsters with terrifying and raw physical power. Dao Dao is having a hard time processing this. She keeps telling herself it shouldn't be this easy. Usually, she is stuck on the front lines, sweating over every incoming attack to protect the team. Now, she doesn't even need to draw aggro anymore. Dao Cao looks over at ManhwaRecap. It feels like they don't even need us here. She nods back, totally agreeing. We literally have nothing to do. Just like that, they cruise through almost the entire dungeon. Reaching the final waterfall, ManhwaRecap realizes they have hit a dead end. There are not many monsters left. Then Yi Yi peers down into the deep water and spots something. It looks like the boss. A massive serpent suddenly rears its head out of the water. This must be the Mermaid Queen's pet snake, an elite boss. Level 23. Strength, 3,600. Agility, 5,500. Spirit, 3,000. Stamina, 5,000. Skills include Constrict, Death Squeeze, and Venom. Looking at those stacked stats, even ManhwaRecap is a little surprised by its power. Its attributes are way higher than the Goblin King's. His skeletons only have 2,700 points. Dao Dao steps up, ready to tank, but ManhwaRecap just shakes his head. No need for that. Before he even finishes, the skeletons have already leaped into the air and started hacking at the giant snake. The sound of metal hitting scales echoes throughout the entire cavern. After a moment, the team realizes there is a problem. This thing is way too fast. What do? ManhwaRecap stays cool. Don't worry. He raises his glowing red arm and casts a powerful slowing curse to bring it under control. Just like that, magic happens. Glowing chains manifest out of thin air, wrapping around the beast. Its lightning-fast movement drops instantly. Seeing that, Dao Dao asks if that was a curse skill. ManhwaRecap just gives a simple yes. That short answer leaves her spinning. He has crazy summons and top-tier magic? Meanwhile, the skeletons are busy using Death Squeeze to shred the snake. Suddenly, the snake spits a stream of nasty, dark venom. ManhwaRecap isn't worried at all. My skeletons are undead summons, he thinks. Poison doesn't do a thing to them. It is basically useless. A second later, a skeleton drives a sword straight through the middle of the snake's head. It thrashes around and dies in absolute agony. Dao Dao's eyes are nearly popping out of her head. Wait, it's over just like that? As if on cue, a notification confirms it. Mermaid Queen's pet killed. 50,000 experience points awarded. You got silver grade defense gear, snake skin armor, plus a mid-level monster core. Yi Yi laughs and tells everyone to stop staring. Let's move. Dao Cao is still stuck on that fight. I literally did nothing and still gained a mountain of experience. Dao Dao pushes them forward. Let's go, keep up with ManhwaRecap. Based on that boss name, there is more ahead. They head deeper, and the fishy stench gets unbearable. Yi Yi pinches her nose and groans about the smell. Suddenly, a massive castle looms ahead of them. Guarding the entrance to the palace are hordes of merman monsters. Dao Dao starts counting them off. 1, 2, 3. She grits her teeth and does the math. 60 patrol teams, 180 mermen total, and every single one is an elite-type reinforced monster. ManhwaRecap doesn't look bothered at all. He just signals his skeleton squad to charge. Dao Dao is speechless. Are you serious, ManhwaRecap? She thinks to herself. Sure, his skeletons are fast, but he can't be this reckless with them. The data on the mermen finally pops up. Elite Merman Warrior, Strength, 2,000, Agility, 1,400, Spirit, 1,000, Stamina, 2,400, Skill, Sweeping Strike. The two sides crash into each other instantly. The mermen are spamming sweeping strikes while the skeletons are countered with a non-stop barrage of frenzy attacks. It is total chaos. Yi Yi starts to worry, but before she can say anything, ManhwaRecap tells her to cover her ears. She barely gets her hands up before a massive explosion rocks the entire area. Then come the notifications. Killed Elite Merman, 12,000 experience. Killed another, and another. More 12,000 point drops. The screen is just a wall of experience points. The sheer amount of experience points makes Dao Dao panic. Oh my god, what is happening? But the points don't stop. The alerts just keep rolling in. Killed elite merman warrior plus 12,000. The whole group has about 10,000 questions for ManhwaRecap right now. What kind of crazy skill is this? How can it be this powerful? How is he doing this? I have never seen an experience bar fill up this fast. Suddenly, the palace doors swing open with a loud thud. The mermaid queen appears. Boss level, strength, 5,000. Agility, 6,000. Spirit, 5,000. Stamina, 6,000. Skills, terrifying screech, rising tsunami, and queen's whisper. She is a total nightmare on paper. Yi's eyes light up like she's seeing a movie star. She stands there in awe, completely captivated. Wow. She is actually gorgeous, Yi whispers, stepping toward her, but ManhwaRecap grabs her arm and snaps her out of it. It is a charm spell. That warning hits them like a cold shower. Everyone snaps back to reality. What happened to me? Dao Dao asks, rubbing her head. Mew grits her teeth. The mermaid queen has a built-in charm ability and we fell for it. Thank God ManhwaRecap is here, or our whole squad would have been wiped out. While they recover, the queen has already closed the gap. She is channeling her power, her eyes turning blood red with rage. Veins are popping out all over her forehead as she prepares to strike. The queen unleashes her terrifying screech, making the air vibrate. Dao Dao hunkers down, shielding herself from the overwhelming wind. She tries to calculate the boss's stats based on a standard 6-person raid team. Normally, taking this thing down would take at least an hour, but with ManhwaRecap around, I honestly have no idea what is about to happen next. The queen's screams get even more violent. Her power stats are just through the roof. Those skeletons might actually have a tough time taking her down. This whole situation feels like a disaster. Dao Dao imagines a pack of wolves trying to take down a lion. It is anyone's game. Right then, the mermaid queen raises her trident and lunges toward them at high speed. Just like we expected, she delivers a vicious blow. The trident head slices through the air with enough force to shatter the stone wall right behind them. This is it. Another skeletal soldier gets trashed. Dao Dao is freaking out. She yells, "Duan Tao, hit the buffs. We gotta be ready to scrap." He just nods back. Look, she thinks, once his skeletons break, we charge. But he shuts her down fast. Not needed, he says, dropping a slow curse on the boss. A bright red chain locks onto the Naga Queen. She is pissed. She thrashes her tail, trying to summon a massive tidal wave to wipe them out. Water surges everywhere, drowning the whole cavern. That one hit just turned 12 of my skeletons into literal dust. Dao Dao sees the chaos. They are done. My turn, she screams. But Moyu just keeps chilling, summoning even more bones. Come out and play, boys, he whispers. Suddenly, an entire legion of skeletons appears. It is a total freak show. Everyone's jaw hits the floor. Dao Dao just stammers. Wait, what is this? I gotta be dreaming, she gasps. I can't even count them. Ningyu is floored. He had this many summons the whole time? Duan Tao is shaking. No wonder Ningyi trusted this guy. Yi is loving it. She knew he was good, but he is leveling up way faster than she ever imagined. The Naga Queen is totally swarmed by bones. She lets out a crazy banshee scream to blast them back, making the whole room shake like an earthquake. Ningyu is barely hanging on. I am too low level. I cannot tank this boss skill. Moyu just shrugs. Relax. My spirit stats are off the charts. Mental attacks do not touch me, he says. And my skeletons? They do not feel fear, pain, or anything else. They are just here to kill. Seconds later, the Naga Queen gets shredded by 100 blades. Her eyes burst into blood. Notification. Naga Queen slain. 80,000 experience points gained. Loot drop. Received silver grade Naga Queen sword and staff. The sword gives 50 strength, 50 stamina, and a 10% combat skill boost. Level 20 required. The Naga Queen staff also grants 50 strength and 50 stamina. It boosts combat skills by 10% for level 20 players. We got it, Yi yells. The Naga tears. Mission complete. Yi cheers. We are one step closer to the God Academy. Dao Dao nods. Exactly. We will grind these trials, level up, and breeze into that school. Yi is obsessed with the glowing gem. Check out these monster tears. Duan Tao looks at Moyu. Man, we would be dead meat without you. For real, Ningyu adds. We would never finish this alone. And that jerk Lang Zan, he is gonna end up totally solo with that attitude. Moyu turns to her. Yi, you still got that return charm? Everyone freezes. Oh right, they shout. The return charm from earlier. The group spawns outside, and the crowd goes wild. They are back already? No way. It has only been like 30 minutes. Some guys from Sakura Nation start talking trash. Bet they wimped out. Guess those skeletons were just for show. Total meat shields, nothing more. Other groups rush over to comfort them. Hey man, it is okay to fail the dungeon. Just glad you guys made it out in one piece. Lang Zan sneers at them. So you did not die after all. Refused my help just to tuck tail and run? Pathetic. Dao Dao tries to stand tall. Everyone watch out! Yi Yi just smiles and calms her down. Don't sweat it, Dao Dao. We have Lin Moyu. Dao Dao nods to Yi Yi. Do the thing. Yi Yi gives a wicked smirk. On it. Suddenly, someone yells, Wait, is that a return charm? Poof, they vanish in front of everyone. The crowd is losing it. They went back in. Only high tiers have return charms. That girl is serious business. Wait, did they just enter nightmare mode? Someone gasps. That is a suicide mission. Dao Dao stares at the portal, praying they make it through. Ningyu just shakes her head. Relax, Dao Dao. We saw what Lin Moyu can do. He has got this under control. Dao Dao finally exhales. You are right. Even in nightmare mode, Moyu could probably solo the whole thing without breaking a sweat. Back inside, Yi Yi reminds him, You said you would carry me to the next level. No backing out now. Moyu just laughs. I got you. They keep moving. The return charms only give us 2 shots at this, Yi Yi notes. We gotta move fast before things get messy. Don't worry, Moyu says. Nothing can kill faster than me. Meanwhile, his skeletons are busy hacking through mobs like they are made of paper. They hit the cave and the alerts start popping. Naga soldier slain. 25,000 experience points gained. Received fish skin and some dark items. That giant snake appears and charges them like a freight train. Then, a new notification flashes on the screen. Queen's pet snake slain. 125,000 experience points. Dropped silver-grade snake skin armor and a mid-tier monster core. Moyu checks the clock. Last time took 30 minutes. Now, 5 minutes to the mini-boss. Yi Yi is just staring at him, totally starstruck. He is even crazier than I thought, she realizes. Moyu interrupts her. Let us go. Palace time. The skeletons engage the guards immediately. The skeletons are dominating. 1 swing, 1 kill. The system pings. Palace guards wiped out. Boss fight incoming. Get ready. There she is. Naga Queen. Stats. 5,000 strength. 6,000 agility. 5,000 spirit. 6,000 stamina. Skills. Terrifying scream and tidal wave. Yi Yi hides behind Moyu. If I do not look at her, she cannot charm me, right? She whispers, trembling a bit. Before he can answer, she shouts, I am taking her down. She launches a slow curse and a corpse explosion at the queen. A massive fireball erupts, incinerating everything in its path. Notification, Naga Queen killed. 200,000 experience points gained. Loot, silver-grade Queen's dagger, gives 50 agility, 50 stamina, and 10% assassin skill boost. Level 20 required. Also, the Queen's magic book. The Queen's magic book gives a massive 100 spirit boost, plus 10% mage skill power at level 20. They grab the Naga tears, and boom, Yi Yi levels up. She's cheering, I finally leveled up. Come on, let's hit it again. We grabbed all 3 drops of mermaid tears, but something's bugging me. When we first met, she was level 19 and I was level 10. It's been forever. Yet somehow, she's still sitting at level 19. She just hit level 20, so I guess grinding isn't really her thing. Over here, Yi Yi is still bragging to the captain. Hey, big sis Dao Dao, we did it, she chirps, looking way too proud of herself. They stepped out of the portal and the crowd outside went absolutely nuts. How are they back already? People whispered. They just went in. It hasn't even been 10 minutes, has it? Bet they didn't even touch a single monster, someone sneered. What a waste of high-tier items. Guess having more money than brains is a thing. Hearing that, Yi Yi just stuck her tongue out at them before dragging me back into the dungeon again. Dao Dao was stunned. 10 minutes? That's insane speed. Moongok nodded, looking serious. Big sis, it looks like Lin Moyu's real power is way beyond what we imagined. He's on a whole different level. Back inside the dungeon, Yi Yi checked the timer with a grin. Let's see how fast we can clear it this time. Think we can beat our last record? She was treating this whole trial like a speedrun challenge. I couldn't help but think she treats this whole trial like a video game. Before long, we cleared every single stage. She cheered when she saw the clock. 8 minutes and 58 seconds. 30 seconds faster than before. That's enough, I said. Time to go. She gave me a devious little smirk. Oh, I can't wait to see the looks on those Sakura Squad guys' faces when we walk out. They spawned outside, and the Sakura Squad members looked totally baffled. Out again? Seriously? One muttered. What a pathetic waste of entry resources. They aren't even trying. Did they burn through their protective charms already? They probably ran away before they even saw a boss. One guy laughed. Dao Dao rushed over. Yi Yi, did you get it? Yi Yi just flashed a peace sign. Don't sweat it, big sis. Mission accomplished. Suddenly, the dungeon entrance started glitching. Someone pointed and screamed, Look, the dungeon, it's literally disappearing right before our eyes. No way, dungeons don't just vanish, someone yelled back, but the proof was right there. The portal shrank and faded until it was gone. The crowd stood there in total shock. It really was gone. This shouldn't be possible unless all 3 mermaid tears were taken. They only went in 3 times, a guy whispered. Could it really be those 2? No way. Monger stayed chill, talking to his team like nothing happened. Trial's over, let's move out. Dao Dao hesitated for a second, then nodded. Right, let's go. Before they could leave, the Sakura squad swarmed them, screaming at the top of their lungs. You're not going anywhere. Those mermaid tears are ours. Hand them over right now. Other groups were totally stunned by the news. Did Dao Dao's team really snag all the tears? People asked each other. I don't buy it, but the dungeon is gone. If our guys got them, there's no way we're letting these Sakura clowns take them. Suddenly, the chatter died down. A bone-chilling aura swept through the area, freezing everyone in their tracks. The leader of the Sakura group charged at Mo Inger, his face twisted with pure rage. He looked ready to rip him apart. Within seconds, he summoned massive ancient beasts, giant monsters that looked like they could swallow the whole crowd whole. Dao Dao felt the pressure. She stood her ground, her brow furrowed in worry. While everyone else panicked, Mo Nur stayed ice cold. He activated Soul Fire. A brilliant blue energy surged from his palms, wrapping around his entire body like a protective shroud. With a flick of his wrist, it was over. The ancient beast let out a pathetic shriek and collapsed. The Sakura leader went ballistic, his veins popping. You're dead meat, he spat. Losing his mind, the guy finally pulled out his trump card. Summon Shikigami. As soon as the words left his mouth, a massive creature lunged at Mo Nur. Kill him, he barked, as the Shikigami locked its sights on its target. It swung its heavy axe, sneering with pure arrogance. Your attacks are nothing but scratches. Mo Inger didn't flinch. He sent his skeleton warrior forward with a 2,700 damage crit hit. In an instant, the Shikigami was sliced open. The silence was broken by one word. What? Mo Inger stood there, unimpressed. That's it? So weak. Behind him, someone gasped in disbelief. He just one-shotted a legendary Shikigami. How is that even possible? Across the field, the summoner coughed up a spray of blood. Damn it, he wheezed. When the Shikigami dies, the backlash hits me too. The harder the blow to the summon, the worse the pain for the master. Monger calmly raised his hand and gave the order to his skeleton warrior. End this. The man's eyes filled with pure terror. Sitting on his mount, he started barking desperate orders. Quick, get me out of here, now. The crowd couldn't hide their amazement. How is that skeleton so overpowered? They whispered. That was a legendary tier Shikigami, and it got swatted like a fly. Who is this kid? The summoner glared back with pure hatred. Then it clicked. A level 17 Necromancer, there's no way this is happening. He must have awakened a hidden talent. Our nation needs to know about this powerhouse immediately. Meanwhile, Mo Nur stood tall among his skeleton army, his eyes glowing with a cold blue light. The massive bone soldiers stepped forward, their presence shaking the ground. The Sakura squad members lost their minds, turning tail and running while screaming at the top of their lungs for their lives. I'm not dying here today, one yelled. If a legendary summoner lost, we don't stand a chance. Run for your lives. The Shenxia members burst out laughing. Look at them. Those losers almost peed themselves. One mocked. Imagine being terrified of a few walking piles of bones. Those aren't just bones, they're nightmare tier summons. Charging them is suicide. They turned their gaze to Mo Inger's back. Where did this legend even come from? He's the real deal. He's literally my new hero. No kidding, that one-shot move was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Watching everyone swarm Mo Nur with praise, Lang Chan's eyes turned red with pure jealousy and bitter regret. If I hadn't ditched the team, would I be standing there with them right now? He wondered. But envy quickly took over, and he tried to convince himself he made the right call. No, it's not my fault. Nearby, Dao Dao gripped the mermaid tears, her eyes full of determination. A blue light flashed from her hand. Trial finished. It's time to turn this in. The system's voice boomed. Trial concluded. Initiating teleportation. Back at the academy, Dao Dao approached him shyly. Thank you, Lin Moyu. This really meant a lot to me. Yi Yi collapsed onto a table, looking completely drained. Finally, it's over. I'm so tired I might actually die, she groaned. She glanced at Dao Dao and shrugged. Sis, don't worry about being polite. He's way better than he used to be, even if he doesn't talk. Dao Dao sighed. You really love speaking for him, don't you? Just then, Mo Nger's watch buzzed. He checked the screen and saw a message from Bai Yi Yuan. Get to the faculty office now. He realized with a start it was from God Bai himself. Cut to the office. Yi Yuan sat there with a serious face. I watched the footage from your trial, he said. You did an incredible job. Mo Inger kept his poker face, acting like it was no big deal. I just did what I had to do. Yi Yuan was impressed, modest, and capable. Tell me, do you know what those mermaid tears are actually for? No idea, Monger admitted, wondering if they were actually a big deal. Yi Yuan explained, they're the key to your second talent awakening once you hit level 40. Talent awakening items are crazy rare. Even if those mermaid tears are low tier, they are still a massive deal for any build. Who knew Cherry Blossom would mess up the timing and location so bad the whole trial tanked? He slowly added, lucky you were there to grab those mermaid tears. So, what kind of reward are you looking for? I will do my absolute best. Hearing that, he thought, I could not find any info on my sister back at the office. Why not take this chance to ask the White God? Without hesitating, he spoke up, can you help me find a person? He guessed the question immediately, saying, I know exactly who you are talking about. Your sister, Lin Moyu, joined the Creation Academy at the start of the year, which is why her records are wiped. It is standard procedure for every student at the Creation Academy to have blank data files. As he spoke, his eyes flashed, the Creation Academy. That was Dao Dao's ultimate goal, too. Yi Yi and Hartuet were always telling me they would join that place the first chance they got. Thinking of his sister's gentle smile, he went quiet. He did not expect her to get in so early. She only started last year. Could she really make it into the Creation Academy in just 6 months? Then he explained that because she joined the Creation Academy, he was forbidden from sharing any more information with him due to strict regulations. You are not allowed to see your sister until you join the Creation Academy yourself. If you have questions, go ask her in person once you get in. He leaned over, tapped his watch, and said, I just sent you the entry requirements. Once that was done, he said, I probably should have told you about your sister from the start. Aside from that info, you have one more reward waiting. He quickly locked in his target. I want a cooldown amulet. He thought to himself, you cannot buy these on the market, so they must be super rare. But it is exactly what I need right now to level up my game. Barch E. Vierne just laughed at that. He said that after watching how you handled yourself during the trial, he knew you would ask for this. I had a feeling you would want this thing. Even though a cooldown amulet is just a basic item, they are still surprisingly hard to track down. Just one trial was not enough for this. Without hesitating, he agreed immediately. He already had a plan for that amulet. It would help him grind levels way faster and get into the Creation Academy even sooner. He handed over a spirit stone and warned him that he had to reach level 20 before taking these missions. If he was in a hurry, he should head to the Academy Palace dungeon to grind some levels first. Putting it in his hand, he explained that this was a teleportation stone for the palace dungeon. Not everyone has what it takes to get their hands on one of these. He used the teleport right away. E. Vierne was stunned, thinking, he is going to level up already? This kid is something else. He just finished the trial and did not even stop to take a breath. Looking at the view inside, he gasped, is this really the Harkin Academy Palace dungeon? Inside, crowds were shouting for teammates. Miss Dungeon, normal difficulty. Need a level 25 mage. Fire skills preferred. Someone else was recruiting for the Bloody Orc Army dungeon. Nightmare difficulty. Looking for a level 20 to 25 healer. You must be skilled and have a full set of bronze gear. Over on the other side, they were hiring for the Dark Tower. Nightmare difficulty. Need a level 30 knight or higher. Only players with a full set of silver gear should apply. He looked at the system panel and saw a new notification. Looking at the ring on his hand, he asked himself, does this mean my sister hit level 30 only 3 or 4 months after getting to Harkin? The system also had 2 more requirements. You have to clear the level 30 Frontier Abyss dungeon on Hell difficulty and earn 1,000 contribution points. He wondered if Hell difficulty was much harder than Nightmare, or if he could even solo the whole thing. While he was lost in thought, a girl walked up and called out to him, Hey classmate. Her eyes were sparkling as she spoke. I am Thu Han, and I can tell you everything about the palace dungeons. He realized she was just a student using this to grind points. He cut to the chase. How much? Thu Han was surprised he was so direct, but she answered anyway. 100 points is fine. A notification popped up on her ring showing the transfer was a success. Thu Han gave a big smile and thanked him. Thank you so much, classmate. She started the tour. There are 2 dungeons under level 20 and 18 more for higher levels. She walked him to each entrance, mentioning that there are 52 dungeons for levels 40 to 70, plus 2 massive raids for 40 people. There is even 1 giant dungeon for over 100 players, making 95 in total. She took him to the center of the palace where pillars held glowing orbs. Every dungeon has a clear time record. If you break it, you get a special reward. Thu Han pointed toward the pillars. This is the main mission hub for the palace dungeons and where all the teams go to recruit new members. She noticed he still looked a bit confused. What is up, classmate? Is something still unclear? He did not look at her, but he quietly asked how he could earn contribution points. She pointed at a massive orange energy orb. You get contribution points by taking part in academy trials or completing tasks assigned by the school. That is the only way. He went silent, thinking. To get into the Creation Academy, he needed 1,000 points. But the best missions only paid out 10 points, and most only gave 2 or 3. This was going to be a long grind. Thuhan awkwardly added that points are really hard to come by. As soon as a mission drops, someone finishes it instantly. But if you want to join the academy, you need them. Suddenly, his ring buzzed with a notification. 50 contribution points received. A message from the guy popped up. Mark Nur, did your points come in yet? How many did you get? I got 20 points. This is a massive win for me. My sister got 30 points and she is losing her mind. Then he yelled out, wait, did I hear that right? 50 points? You have to be kidding me. How could anyone get that many points in one go? Another voice chipped in, saying he was just bragging and his level was not even that high. He looked at Thuhan and thanked her. She waved it off, saying it was no big deal since he paid. So, you looking for a team now? He did not even give her an answer. He just walked up and placed his hand on the glowing orb in front of him. Dungeon info, Mutated Forest, level 17. Entry requires level 15 to 19 and costs 10 points. To skip the cooldown, it is 40 points. The top record is 58 minutes, and second place is 1 hour and 17 minutes. He thought, has no one really broken this record in 3 years? Fine then. I will just have to smash the record and take that reward for myself. He shouted his choice. Nightmare mode. A flash of light surrounded him as everyone watched him enter the dungeon alone. The crowd started whispering. Mutated Forest? I thought he was some big shot, but he is just a kid under level 20. I am telling you, those 50 contribution points he got, there is no way those are legit. He is probably just some punk trying to act tough. Cut to the Mutated Forest dungeon. He was level 17 now, acting totally chill with his hands in his pockets. He walked behind his skeleton army, muttering to himself, I wonder how many levels I will gain after this run. The skeletons were absolutely shredding the monsters in the dungeon. Level up notifications kept popping up. You killed a level 17 mutated brown bear. 6,000 experience points gained and 5 beast hides collected. You killed a level 18 mutated brown bear. 7,000 experience points gained and 4 beast hides collected. I'll just let the skeletons handle the trash mobs. I'm heading straight for the dungeon boss to save time and finish this. I reached a swirling whirlpool in the center of the lake. I found the target, mutant scale turtle. Level 19, 4,000 strength, 500 agility, 500 spirit, and 7,000 stamina. His skills are sweep and super defense. I read his info and honestly, I'm shocked. His stamina is insane, way higher than that level 24 mermaid queen. My skeleton squad rushed in to attack the monster, but every physical strike was blocked by that annoying super defense skill. The Bone Soldier's Rage Strike barely did any damage. That shell is crazy hard. No wonder this record stood for 3 whole years without being broken. I fired a soul flame straight under his shell. Sorry, pal, I'm in a rush. I'll just have to use my defensive skills to handle you. The mutant turtle let out a soul-shredding scream of pain. I blasted him into the air and gave the command to flip him over. 1 moment later, the turtle was belly up on the water. System notification. Mutant turtle killed. 150,000 experience and bronze gloves received. Strength and stamina both up by 20 points. Martial arts skills boosted 6%. You can equip these once you hit level 12. Got the turtle heavy armor. Stamina plus 30 points. Defense skills up 6%. Plus I received a low-grade monster spirit core. Experience is at 35%. 1 more run and I hit level 18. Wonder what the new record reward is. The crowd is going wild. A new record? No way. Which elite squad pulled that off? I didn't see any big shot players enter the dungeon today at all. The board updated. Mutant Forest record. Solo clear by Lin Moyu. Level 17 Necromancer. 35 minutes. Rank 1. They saw the rank. This is a low-level dungeon, but solo? This guy is nearly twice as fast as the old record holder. That is freaking insane. I was teleported out. Reward notification. New record for the Mutant Forest. 1 contribution point has been added to your personal account. Wait, setting records gives contribution points? I need those. Time to hit another dungeon. The crowd in the hall is starting to panic. People at the gate were losing their minds. Is he going again? Did he really just receive 50 contribution points? That has to be fake. Spider Nest. Level 20 dungeon. Requirements. Levels 18 to 21. Seriously? I need to be level 18 to even enter this place? Guess I am running the forest one more time. The crowd swarmed me, asking, why is the big shot player coming back here again? Ah, I get it. The nest needs level 18. But wait, he is only level 17 and he just soloed a world record? 30 minutes later, the crowd was shocked again. He is back and he hit level 18. Is he going to challenge the spider record? Someone checked the board and screamed, another record! The mutant forest record just got smashed into pieces by that guy again. Level 18, Necromancer. 24 minutes, 32 seconds. Rank 1. They couldn't believe I actually got even faster than the first time. The crowd was exploding. Where did this god-tier player come from? That old record was held by a perfect team for 3 years. A total rookie just shattered it twice in a row. Now, I am heading straight for the Spider Nest dungeon portal right now. Spider Nest info, level 20 dungeon. Current record, 1 hour and 12 minutes. Let's see how fast I can break this one too. The crowd gasped as I picked Nightmare difficulty. Sorry guys, I really need those contribution points. Man, it is pitch black in here. I conjured a blue flame to light my way. Just me standing in the middle of this creepy dark nest with a glowing hand. This place is a straight-up maze. I should probably send the skeletons ahead to scout the path and find the way out. Notifications. Red spider killed, 9,000 experience. Long-haired spider killed, 8,000 experience. This nest is a complete mess of paths. Too many branching paths. My skeletons are getting bogged down in fights. If I keep going like this, my clearing speed will tank. Small spiders, level 18. Strength and agility, 200. Stamina, 200. Spirit is only 100. This should be easy. These are just dungeon trash mobs. These little spiders are everywhere, but they are basically just experience points on legs to me. I walked closer and unleashed my flame. Time to test out a skill. System notification. Soul Flame skill has been activated now. One blast took out hundreds of them. Each one is worth 500 experience points. Not bad at all for a bunch of bugs. This is an experience goldmine. Killing these is like farming 20 elite mobs at the same time. This is the best spot. I started torching every spider in sight. Big ones, small ones, it doesn't matter. They all burn the same to my blue flames. I tried to dismiss the skeletons back to the summon space, but my flame didn't change at all. What is going on here? My usual boss strategy failed. System, summon failed. There are just way too many spiders crawling all over my body right now. I backed up and shouted a command. Use corpse explosion. Let's wipe these little pests off the face of the earth for good. I can't waste this experience. I'll split the skeletons into groups of 10 so those tiny spiders cannot surprise us in these caves. 10 minutes later, the boss appeared. Spider King, level 21, 5,000 strength, 3,500 agility, 500 spirit, 4,000 stamina. Skills include web, acid, and sweep. There you are. I have been looking for you, big guy. Time to end this fight. I prepped my soul flame with a cold stare. You like bullying the weak, huh? Well, now it is finally my turn to play. Outside, Shu Han was shaking with nerves. Can he really clear the spider nest alone? The two guys next to her stared. The spider lair is hyped as some legendary loot farm, but trying to solo it? Pure insanity. An hour has already ticked by. The record is 1 hour 12 minutes. Looks like our boy isn't making history today. His screen flashes. He is almost level 19. Checking his watch, he runs the numbers. One single clear bumped his experience bar up by 80%. Those tiny spiders were a total drag on his time. The whole run took 1 hour 32 minutes. No world record today. Looks like he has to grind again for those merit points. The system updates. Spider King, deleted. 190,000 experience points added. He snagged a silver tier weapon from the Spider King. Shu Han checks her watch nervously. It has been over 90 minutes and he is still inside. Suddenly, he appears. She gasps in relief and asks if he finally beat the dungeon. He stays quiet. She figures he failed and tries to play it cool with some comfort. That lair is crawling with spiders. Soloing it should be impossible. But then, he looks her dead in the eye and says in a cold voice, "Thanks. But I already cleared the whole thing." She stammers in total shock. He cleared it? Standing there stunned, she realizes he just soloed the dungeon faster than the 5-person team that actually held the record. She watches him again. He looks totally unfazed, like he has not even reached his limit yet. He turns to her and asks, "By the way, do you know which dungeon gives the most experience?" She rubs her chin and thinks it over. For anyone under level 25, the spider lair is the ultimate experience farm. He nods, knowing she is right. Spider lair gives triple the experience of the mutated forest, but it takes forever to finish. He goes quiet. There really is a ton of experience points in there. In the time it takes to clear the lair once, I could hit the mutated forest 4 times. But clearing it that way would cost way too many points to reset the cooldown. The system confirms it. 40 points for a reset. He stands tall and asks her again, "Is there anything faster with even more experience?" She looks down, racking her brain, muttering to herself about finding something better and faster. Finally, it hits her. She tells him there is a way. He could try teaming up with others for the massive Desert Tyrant dungeon. She explains the details with a grin. The Desert Tyrant is a level 25 dungeon, but he can enter at level 20. Since it is a 40-person raid, high-level players usually carry newbies just to farm merit points. He listens closely while doing the math. A large-scale raid, huh? I wonder if I can solo it. He needs to be level 20 to enter. Plus, Godbye's quest requires it. He turns around and walks away without another word, except for a cold thanks. His mind is already focused. He needs to smash that record and hit level 20 fast. Seeing him walk off, she shouts after him. Hey, classmate, are you really going back into the spider lair? Facing down a swarm of vicious spiders, he smirks. Your experience points belong to me now. Back at the monitors, Bai Yuan and the others are losing it. Look at that. Did he just scare you? He watches him while stroking his beard and nodding. This kid soloed the mermaid dungeon and even managed to snag all 3 mermaid tiers. That is absolutely insane. Their shocked faces say it all. Hong Sun, the principal of Canlong Academy, is fuming. He yells that his top students cannot even compete with a fresh high school graduate who has not even started his first college class yet. This is embarrassing. Man, and Van glances over. Old Bai, you have met him. What is his deal? Bai Yuan just smiles. His talent is… He finishes his thought. After seeing this trial, the kid is legit. He nods in agreement while taking a slow sip of his tea. I see a massive future for this boy. His sister already joined the Creation Academy. Both their images flash on screen. Apparently, the old man there really likes her and is putting everything into her training. Everyone that guy trains becomes an elite of the human race. We both know how high his standards are. I honestly think there is a good chance he has already set his sights on this boy too. Van An thinks it over. Looks like our race is about to gain 2 new superstars. Hong Sun looks up and adds his 2 cents. In my opinion, that kid is going to be a one-man army. The battle between the skeleton army and the spiders is brutal. He crosses his arms. Even if these spiders give less individual experience, clearing the whole room will still boost me by 70%. He is moving way faster now. That record is toasted. Cut to the hype in the main hall. People are buzzing when the alarm hits. Yo, who just smashed the record? It has to be that Lin Moyu kid. I saw him head back into the dungeon just a bit ago. He is definitely one of those naturally gifted pros, no doubt about it. Langzan scoffs with total disrespect. Gifted pro? What a joke. The guy is just lucky, that is all. A student in front of him turns around, looking annoyed. Hey man, why are you talking like that? He points his finger down in mockery. He is just some basic student who just finished his exams. He only has what he has because of his connections with God Bai. It is all politics. Who knows what kind of high-level gear he was handed? Otherwise, there is no way a rookie could solo a nightmare-level dungeon. Shu Han hears the trash talk and snaps. She yells, so what if he is from a normal academy? Normal schools cannot set records now? Is that the rule? Another guy jumps in to call him out. I know you. You are from Canlong Academy, right? Is your school really that special? Do you even have proof for these lies? Mo Yu walks out as the leaderboard updates behind him. New record for the spider lair. Solo clear by Lin Moyu. A level 19 Necromancer has officially taken the top spot. Total clear time, 47 minutes. He is currently ranked number 1. For setting the new record in the spider lair, he earns 100 regular points and 5 merit points. Only a one-time reward, but everyone is staring in awe. Look at that. He smashed the record again, 47 minutes. That is nearly half an hour faster than the previous world record. Suddenly, he spots Lang Zhan. Why is it you again? The guy starts panicking and fumbles his words. Lin Moyu, what kind of act are you putting on? You only have this because God Bai is watching your back. If you weren't the national top scorer, I wouldn't even look at you. A dark, murderous aura flares up behind Mo Yu. He narrows his eyes and thinks, I have had enough of this clown. Too bad I can't kill him inside the academy. Lang Zhan turns pale, stuttering in pure terror. You think I am actually afraid of you? Who do you think you are? Inside, his heart is racing and his mind is a mess. Those eyes. Has he actually killed people before? Why am I shaking like this? It has to be an illusion. Mo Yu just looks at him like he is a bug. Just an annoying fly wasting my time. I need to hit level 20 today. His experience bar sits at 74%. Mo Yu raises his hand, unleashing a burst of magic power. One more run and I am finally going to level up. The battle ends and a brilliant gold light wraps around his body. He is finally leveling up. He lets out a long breath, feeling the weight lift off his shoulders. Finally made it to level 20. Before I take on God Bai's quest, I need to check my new stats. The system window pops up. Identity: Lin Moyu. Job: Unique Necromancer. Level 20. Strength and agility are both 300. Spirit is 1300, plus 20 spirit and 300 stamina. He is also rocking the Elf King's magic book and the Treasure of Knowledge. His power is off the charts. The system shows his summon space is now between 120 and 200. Current skeleton count is 120. His unique talent is now level 2. It upgrades everything. He has damage transfer and level 20 soul flame. Summon skeleton is level 22. plus level 2 corpse explosion and a level 1 slow curse. He is ready to summon some real chaos. Mo Yan realized he could summon silver rank skeletons now. After leveling up the skill, he decided to pull the trigger on a shiny new summon. Mo Yan decided to pull one from the system. 500 spirit points gone in a blink. He squinted at the silver skeleton warrior, scanning its stats on the system board. Strength 4,000, agility 4,000, spirit 4,000, stamina 4,000, skill level 2, double fury. It hits for 300% damage every 10 minutes. Mo Yan looked at the buff stats. This thing is practically a dungeon boss now, plus, its skills are totally maxed out. Mo Yan hesitated. Summoning these skeletons costs a fortune. Plus, his current gear was looking like total trash compared to what he needed. Time for an upgrade. He needed to unload those silver drops from the dungeon and trade them in for some fresh skill scrolls. The lobby was buzzing with gossip as he walked out. People were losing their minds. Level 17 to 20 in one day? That is literally unheard of. No one has ever moved that fast. This kid is a complete freak of nature. He absolutely crushed his own record. Under 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? It looks like he is not even breaking a sweat yet. This is not even his final form. He walked straight into the exchange office and dumped his haul. Sell all of this for cash, he said. Then buy me every basic skill scroll you can find. The clerk stared at the pile of loot, looking totally confused. He checked the items and asked the kid if he was actually being serious. Why sell silver gear at level 20? You could actually use these. Mo Yan just looked at the items and thought, standard silver gear is basically garbage to me now. I need something way more hardcore than this basic stuff. Mo Yan caught a falling book out of the air while he was deep in thought. The clerk pointed him toward the VIP section. Not feeling the cash items? No worries. We have a high-end mall right here that only takes points. Show me what you got, Mo Yan said. The clerk led him to the showroom while he went to sell the loot. Take your time and look around, he said. Mo Yan just gave a cold, quiet nod of thanks to the man. Thanks. He walked over to a sword and the system showed the stats. Spirit sword, silver rank, plus 400 spirit, requires level 20. It was definitely a high-level, top-tier weapon, part of the Spirit Trinity set. 5,000 points. Mo Yan checked it out. An entire set focused on spirit? Now we are talking. The gear here was way better, but the price was insane. A full set would cost over 10,000 points. No normal freshman could ever afford this heat. Spirit robe, silver rank, plus 200 spirit, requires level 20. Made by the famous smith Eternal Steel. Spirit ring, silver rank, plus 200 spirit, requires level 20. It was the final piece of the Eternal Steel spirit set and looked pretty powerful. Mo Yan crunched the numbers. A total boost of 800 spirit? That set is actually pretty decent, he thought to himself. He moved on. Behind him, some guys were complaining. Who would pay 50,000 points for this piece of junk? It does not even have stats. Where did this trash even come from? 50,000 points for a piece of scrap metal? Mo Yan walked over to check it out, totally shocked by the insane price tag. The Scythe of Donatus. A growth weapon for level 1 and up. 0% progress. It is part of the legendary Undead Harvester set. It absorbs souls from the abyss to level up and grow. Skill, Death Speaker. Consume mana to summon a fallen undead general from the past. The general commands the troops and organizes the undead army. Mo Yan stared at the scythe. My skeletons really need a leader, and this is a set piece too. He decided to gamble and grab the scythe. A ghostly general loomed behind him. Even with no stats, the vibe was terrifying and powerful. To everyone else, it was junk. But a weapon that eats abyss souls to grow? Mo Yan smirked. This is exactly what I wanted. The clerk was freaking out. Are you serious? Do you even know how much this costs? Mo Yan did not care and just shoved his card forward. 130,000 points? Are you for real? The clerk's jaw hit the floor. He swallowed his words and realized this kid was actually rich enough to buy it. He watched Mo Yan leave with the scythe, feeling totally salty about the whole thing. Mo Yan stood there with his new scythe. He knew he would not find any abyss demons soon, so he decided to use his skill scrolls first. With this many scrolls ready, he was bound to unlock some powerful and game-changing new abilities. He started cracking open the scrolls. With this many, he was bound to unlock some game-changing new skills and abilities. Bingo! He unlocked bone armor. It summoned skeletal remains to form a suit of armor, giving him a 100-point defense boost. Mo Yan looked at the magic pulsing in his hand and thought about the new defensive skill. Not bad. It finally covers his only real weakness. Thanks to his talent, that defense jumps to 1,000. Plus, he gets massive elemental resistance. Magic swirled around his body in the air. Slowly, a massive skeletal ribcage formed, completely surrounding him like a shield. He flicked the blue mana and activated the skill. Mo Yan stood before a skeleton and poured his magic into it. Get up, he shouted. Strength 100, agility 100, spirit 300, stamina 100, skill, burst fire. High spirit equals massive damage, just like me, he thought. This skill is basically a perfect match for his own insane spirit stats. Mo Yan watched the skeleton rise and planned for the future. Now his summons had long-range firepower. As he keeps grinding and leveling up, these skeleton mages are going to become absolutely cracked and way more powerful. Next morning, his spirit was fully charged. Mo Yan walked into the room with total confidence. Time to talk to the old man about the quest. Instructor Yi Yuan leaned back and looked up from his paper. What do you want, kid? The old man was totally floored when he heard the news. Level 20 already? It has only been a single day. This kid is moving way faster than I ever did back when I was a student. Are these siblings both total monsters? Anyway, the mission is simple. Go and grab some items for me, kid. You have been to the palace dungeon, right? Then you should know about the massive dungeon called Samurk Palace. Your mission. Hit the Samurk Desert Raid and snag the tyrant's heart. He shoots you a wicked look, dripping with doubt. This is a 40-man dungeon, kid. You know the deal. 3 days. Bring me that heart within 3 days, and I will hook you up with a junior resurrection amulet. Trust me, these amulets are on a whole different level than that palace trash. High-level dungeon cooldowns can take up to a full month to reset. In the right raid, these amulets are total lifesavers. Plus, high-level ones are upgraded from the basics. Here is the deal. Finish the mission, and I will show you how to upgrade them. So, amulets can be upgraded. Interesting. He looks the old man dead in the eye and says, Fine, I will get your heart. Bai Yi Yuan grips his shoulder with a final warning. Meng Anvan steps out and asks if he is satisfied with the kid. Bai Yi Yuan watches the door close with a smirk. Yeah, he is cold and focused, totally my kind of guy. And Van adds, knowing him, he will try to solo that desert raid. Remember when you tried at level 30? You came crawling back like a total loser. He just chuckles and watches the kid walk away. Maybe, but Lin Moyu is way stronger than I was back then. People at the portal are losing their minds. Look, it is the guy who just shattered the world record yesterday. No way. Is he seriously looking at the desert raid? That is a team dungeon. Is he trying to break that record too? Moyu ignores the noise, focusing on the Academy orb. He realizes Phylong Academy is top tier. Then the board updates. Samurk Desert. Phylong team. 16 hours, 45 minutes. Even they needed 16 hours? Suddenly, Thu Han creeps up, looking worried. Moyu? He turns with a cold stare. Hey. She looks stressed and asks if he is really eyeing the desert tyrant. She cannot believe her eyes. He raided all day yesterday and 0 sleep today? This guy is a beast. He tells her straight up. I am here for the tyrant's heart. She freaks out. The tyrant's heart? That only drops from the final boss. It makes legendary jewelry called the Tyrant's Necklace. It only drops once a year, and nobody has even seen one in the last 2 years. This is insane. She stares in shock. Wait, are you actually challenging the Desert Tyrant? You just hit level 20. And where is your team? She gasps, covering her mouth. Are you going in solo? Nobody has touched the Phylong record in 2 whole years. She keeps rambling until a massive shadow looms over her. Moyu pulls her out of the way as a group of strangers pushes past. The crowd starts buzzing. It is them, the Baklai Academy team. They have been training forever just to take down this desert record. Check out the shiny armor on these guys. They actually brought a full set of gold-grade gear. The leader stands in front of his squad and shouts, Today, Baklai Academy finally takes the record. He barks orders. Get ready. I want 0 mistakes. You hear me? The leader thinks to himself, they are hitting the desert too? We gotta move fast. Meanwhile, Moyu quietly starts climbing the steps. Watching him go, people are stunned. Holy crap, he is actually doing it. Solo, he is taking on a 40-man raid all by himself. Is this for real? Has anyone ever soloed a large-scale dungeon before? If he pulls this off, he is making history. The Baklai guy sneers at him. Solo? Who is this clown? Did nobody tell him this is a raid dungeon? What a joke. Ignore the kid on a suicide mission, he snaps. Team, prepare to teleport. In a flash, they hit the desert. The sun is brutal. He shades his eyes, impossible to tell direction here. He blocks the glare. A 40-man dungeon with a 16-hour record. The rules here must be brutal. He summons his skeletons while doing the math. 500 points to enter, 2,000 to reset. I have 80,000 points left, but I still cannot stay here forever. Suddenly, a red dot flashes. Monster, Desert Spirit Tree, Super Elite, Level 25, Strength 5,000, Agility 1,000, Spirit 2,000, Constitution 6,000, Skill Death Sting. Man, this raid is the real deal. Look at those stats. A basic mob here is as strong as a level 24 boss in the Mermaid Dungeon. Good thing my skeletons hit silver rank. Desert Spirit Tree killed, level 25. Experience, 300,000. Gained, Desert Branch. Makangu stays chill. That is boss level XP. If every monster here pays out like this desert is a goldmine for grinding. He activates Bone Armor. If there are threats hiding under the sand, I better keep my guard up. 2 hours later at an oasis. Just Maknu and his 3 skeleton warriors. He scans the area. Suddenly, a massive scorpion erupts from the sand. Level 25. Strength 4,000. Agility 3,000. Spirit 2,000. Constitution 6,000. Skill, Poison Sting. He does not even blink. Glad I did not get too close. The skeleton warrior locks on and uses Frenzy. 1 hit and the scorpion is history. The notification pops up, but then things get real. An army of scorpions starts swarming in. Wait, is that a consumable item? No time to waste. Get me those fruits. Half the skeletons block the swarm while the rest start harvesting. He holds the fruit, curious. Are these scorpions all gathered here just for this? Let's see what we got. Desert Oasis. Fruit. Restores spirit. Must be used within 5 minutes of picking. This thing restores spirit. He takes a bite. A cool green aura washes over him. Spirit. 1,859 out of 2,000. 900. Seeing that, he is a bit shocked. His mental power is finally starting to recharge. At the same time, looking at those scorpions and the fruit-covered trees, he realizes that as long as he has enough fruit, his mental power won't drop 1 bit. Without a single doubt, he yells, "Rise, Skeleton Mage." Moyu realizes this spot is basically a sacred training ground for grinding his skill levels. As the undead mage pops up, he tells himself he has to move fast to max out that summoning skill if he wants to survive this crazy game. Watching those 2 opposing forces crash into each other over and over again, an idea suddenly flashes through his mind like a bolt of lightning. Now he can spam those skeleton mages non-stop. In the middle of all that chaos, Moyu finds his winning strategy. If he can just hit level 20, his skeleton mage will finally evolve into the silver rank. Chowing down on that fruit, he calmly orders his skeleton warrior to keep pushing forward. Time flies when you are grinding, and 3 hours later, a notification screen pops up through the dust of the battlefield. Summoning the skeleton mage. His skill reached level 20. He instantly triggers the summon. Show yourself, skeleton mage. A skeleton warrior with a terrifying aura emerges. The screen shows a silver rank water-type skeleton mage at level 20 with 2,000 strength and agility points, 2,000 agility, 8,000 spirit, 2,000 constitution, and the skill, Cold Water Rainstorm. Cold Water Rainstorm creates a freezing storm in a set area, dealing elemental damage to targets. The attack power scales directly with his spirit stats. Then there is the Lightning Skeleton Mage with 5 Thunderstrike, and the Wind Skeleton Mage rocking the Dragon Fist Storm. Fully loaded, Moyu stands proudly among his skeleton army and shouts a challenge. You guys had fun killing my mages earlier, right? Well, now it is my turn to play. Suddenly, the fire and ice skeleton mages flare up with massive, intimidating power. Plus, the wind and lightning types are just as beastly. In seconds, the 4 great skeleton mages unleash hell. Enemies are getting fried by electricity, while others are frozen solid on the spot. Others are getting ripped apart by the wind, but the worst way to go is definitely being burned alive. Watching the carnage, he is like, now this is what a high-level dungeon should look like. Moyu gives the order, summoning his own squad, 30 bone soldiers and 70 skeleton mages ready for war. He glares at the scorpions ahead, thinking that as long as the levels are matched, he can totally solo these massive dungeons all by himself. Moyu raises his hand and triggers corpse. Explosion! Massive blasts rock the area, wiping out the scorpions. The system pings. Giant Oasis Scorpion level 25 killed, plus 300,000 experience points. You also got a golden tail item. Seeing no more suspicious shadows, he wonders, wait, is that it? No more monsters left to kill? Moyu realizes he still has other skills to level up, man. He wishes there were always this many monsters around to farm, but he is worried. Even with silver rank mages, the longer this takes, the lower his chances of grabbing that tyrant heart will be. Suddenly, something charges straight at Moyu. He realizes it is a full-on beast hide heading his way, so he quickly activates his bone armor skill for protection. He flips through the air to dodge the incoming swarm. Below him is a massive army of desert soldier ants at level 26. Moyu lands right on the back of one and wonders, where exactly are these guys headed in such a rush? Suddenly, the entire ant army dives deep underground. Suddenly, something massive looms in front of him. The system warns, Desert Flying Ant, Elite Type, level 27. Strength is 6,000, Agility is 3,000, and Spirit is 3,000. Constitution is also 3,000. He finally gets it, these flying ants are the queen's personal guards. That means the big boss around here is definitely the Ant Queen. Moyu uses his bone spikes to strike the flying ant, but it barely does a thing. He smirks. Oh, so you think you can bully me because my skills aren't maxed yet? Suddenly, dozens of skeletons surround the ant, unleashing the Dragon Fist storm. The ants sense the danger and rush back to their nest. The system pings. Desert Flying Ant level 27 killed, plus 360,000 experience points. You got 4 flying ant wings. He barks out an order. Go, my warriors. I want every single one of you to find exactly where that ant queen is hiding. He looks down at the ants with total contempt. Me and my mages are more than enough for this place. The system alerts. Desert Flying Ant level 27 killed, plus 360,000 experience. Got 4 more wings. Another level 26 flying ant killed for 360,000 experience and more loot. Checking his map, Moyu mutters, Finally, I found the spot. No more wasting time, he says. Let's go straight for the boss. The system displays the Ant Queen's stats. She is a leader-class monster, level 28, with a massive 9,000 strength, agility 3,000, spirit 8,000, and constitution 8,000. Her skills include summoning the ant army, sonic wave attack, storm strike, and a rolling defense. Is that really the queen? He asks. Then he sees the queen's guard info. Super enhanced elite type, level 27, with 5,000 strength and 4,000 agility, spirit 3,000, constitution 7,000, and the skill, hardened bone armor. Moyu boldly shouts, Go on, my warriors. Have some fun with them. Instantly, skills start flying everywhere, beginning with a massive storm strike. Moyu covers his face and yells, Having variety in skills is what makes someone lethal. Thank God I awakened bone armor. With a look of pure death, his mages stall the guards while the warriors split the earth using hardened bone armor. System alert. Queen's Guard level 27 killed, plus 390,000 experience points and 10 ant fangs. The queen fights back, using her roll and ant army summon skills. Moyu is beyond annoyed by the stall. Another ultimate defense? You are literally just wasting my time now. Get back up and fight, my warriors. Moyu is actually surprised to see the swarm heading right for him. So, he mutters, is this what that summon ant army skill looks like? Mo, you can't believe it. You really want to go out like this? He asks with a smirk. Then, he triggers a massive corpse explosion. The spell slams into the Ant Queen, and the system pings again. Desert Ant Queen killed, plus 800,000 experience. He also scores a silver rank Ant Queen staff, a silver rank ring, and even an Ant Queen egg that a beast tamer can hatch into a brand new queen later on. Holding the glowing egg in his hand, he feels a bit of regret, but hey, at least he walked away with a ton of points. Plus, his experience points shot up like crazy. Between the oasis and the ant nest, he has already hit 78%. Moyu thinks this is a perfect spot for grinding, but he is low on time. He will come back later for the experience. Right now, he just needs that tyrant heart. In the blink of an eye, 2 hours pass, and his warriors are still fighting non-stop. Weird desert monsters like those giant sandworms are being wiped out left and right. Squinting into the distance, he realizes he is looking at the tyrant lion, a literal world boss. Below it, a whole army of monster warriors is kneeling down in total respect. Staring at the massive fortress and the dark troops below, Macnu spotted a lion archer on guard. Its info flashed. Elite Desert Lion Archer, level 28. Strength, 5,000. Agility, 6,500. Spirit, 1,500. Stamina, 4,500. Skill, Deadshot. After reading that, he was floored. These guys are way beefier than his ant soldiers or the flying ones. He shifted his gaze to a lion warrior fighting nearby and got another data sheet. Elite Desert Lion Soldier, level 28. This beast is packing serious power at 6,000. Agility, 5,000. Spirit, 2,000. Stamina, 5,000. Watching them train, he realized their formation was tight. No more simple tactics like the ones he used back at the ant colony. Macnu coldly pulled out his scythe. He muttered that while this fight is tough, he knows exactly how to end it. He raised it high, yelling a summoning command for the heroic spirit general. A massive black and white figure appeared, its eyes glowing with a mysterious, supernatural blue energy. The general stats appeared. Summon, heroic spirit general. Skill, legion. Standing in the desert with ghosts swirling around him, he shouted for his warriors to move out. The heroic spirit general immediately activated his legion skill. With prep done, the skeletons charged forward. They were covered in a deep red blood glow, packing a heavy, crushing power. The lion army didn't flinch. Their leader roared, ordering his soldiers to strike back. A wall of arrows flew from the fortress, a skill called Deadshot. The battlefield turned into a nightmare. Arrows rained down while bursts of fire and hidden magical energy exploded everywhere in the chaos. Arrows flew like crazy toward the lion's massive fortress. The lion warriors roared in fury, eyes glowing red as they charged. Suddenly, a massive blast sent them flying. In the middle of that total mess, Mak Ingu just stood there looking bored. Too bad their bodies are inside the fort where he can't lock on or use corpse explosion. Looking at the shadows around him, he sighed with relief, thankful his crew was there. During the brawl, the spirit general kept using his frenzy skill. He glanced at the fortress gate and ordered the mages to attack. The archers kept firing down from the walls, but he wasn't happy. He grumbled about how they still haven't broken through. Suddenly, he stopped. It clicked. This is a large-scale dungeon. It probably needs a full team or some secret trick to open the gate and reach the final boss of this place. Realizing the problem, he quickly turned back and gave new orders to his warriors. Most dungeon issues come down to having zero firepower. He targeted the bodies at his feet and triggered corpse explosion. The panel confirmed it. A massive blast went off, crackling with bolts of electricity. He watched closely as something new emerged. The spirit general stood silently behind him, ready for war. Inside the fortress, a buff lion sat arrogantly on a throne, looking like a king. Its eyes flashed with a cold light as the stats for the lion tyrant popped up. World boss, level 31. Strength, 13,000. Agility, 8,000. This thing is a beast. Spirit, 2,000. Stamina, 12,000. Skills include Hell Scream, Provocation, and Storm Whirlwind. Seeing its swagger, he knew right away. This is the big bad world boss, nothing like the others. This world boss is on another level compared to the ones he fought before. Next to him, Maknu looked like a tiny ant, but he didn't flinch. The tyrant lunged and roared, using its provocation skill. His skeleton soldier's stats showed silver rank, 4,000 power. After one hit, the notification popped up. 2 of his skeleton warriors were totally destroyed. The lion tyrant went feral, screaming in a total rage. Makangu yelled to stop it. A wave of skills slammed into the boss, hitting it before it could recover, forcing it back. The boss slowed down, gripping its weapons tight. It started spinning like a top, creating a massive tornado that blew everything away in its path. That move was Storm Whirlwind. As it ended, he got an alert that 24 skeletons were gone. He held his hand up to block the wind. He looked worried by that raw power. That attack was so insane that even a pro knight probably couldn't have tanked it without dying instantly. The tyrant completely lost its mind and let out an ear-splitting roar. That was Hell Scream, and it instantly wiped out 14 more of his skeleton soldiers. Seeing the bones everywhere, he realized his armor only holds for 2 seconds. Even while chained up, the lion tyrant was strong enough to lunge and use provocation again. Watching that massive beast, he started to sweat. Even with his damage transfer, he was still worried his skeletons would get totally wrecked. He quickly cast Soul Flame. The skill popped up on the panel. As it hit the boss, he yelled for his warriors to go all in. Now is our only chance. His skeletons rushed the downed monster, but the panel showed 4 more were killed. The lion tyrant jumped back up, furious, and unleashed a devastating frenzy attack. On his side, he poured everything into his Soul Flame. He knew he couldn't stop casting it if he wanted to survive this. If his mages hadn't hit silver rank, he'd be toast right now. 20 minutes later, the air was still thick with skills like Soul Flame, Storm Whirlwind, and Thunderstrike. He thought to himself that it was almost over. Finally, as the last spark faded, he coldly watched the monster's hand go limp. The panel announced the lion tyrant was dead. 2 million experience points gained. He also looted a gold rank battle axe and the tyrant's scimitar. Huge win. He also got a gold rank wand and the tyrant's heart. Respawns take 1 year. The heart is a special item needed for crafting the storm chain. He turned around with a sharp, cold look. He just hit level 21. Fighting a world boss really helped him push past the level 20 cap. Stats, level 21. Strength, 330. Agility, 330. Spirit, 320. All his core stats jumped by at least 30 points. His skeleton mage summon skill also hit level 21. He was shocked. Does that skill automatically level up with him now? That would be a total game changer. Looking at the boss's massive corpse, he started planning. If that's how it works, he needs to get all his other skills maxed out as soon as possible. It's only getting harder to level up. Looks like he needs to head back to the Tyrant Desert to keep grinding his skills to perfection. Scene changed to a fancy mansion with golden lights. Suddenly, a bell rang 6 times. 6 rings? It's been forever since anyone heard the bell ring 6 times. The room was buzzing. 6 rings means someone just set a brand new record in a large-scale dungeon. Everyone wanted to know who it was. This cocky dude starts bragging, claiming the new record for Bailey Academy. Meet Bailey Sheng, the principal's pampered grandson. The crowd starts whispering like crazy. Wait, didn't Moyu go in too? Maybe it is his? Sheng sneers. Moyu? Who is that? What trash school is he from? Someone is actually trying to challenge me? A lackey whispers in Sheng's ear. Sheng loses it, laughing his head off. Wait, you are saying he went in alone? Are you trying to kill me with laughter? That is a 40-man raid. Going in solo? Kid does not know his place. The crowd looks disgusted. So? One guy cannot handle a raid? Moyu already holds 2 back-to-back records. Sheng mocks him. Low-level records mean nothing, pal. He is barely level 20. Plus, large raids are a whole different beast. This record belongs to us at Bailey Academy. Suddenly, the board flashes. The tyrant's heart has dropped. Respawn time, 364 days. Everyone is losing it. Did the heart really drop? They say the tyrant is a beast. If you do not kill it in an hour, no heart for you. Look, I am a Lin fan. But Bailey probably took this. Sheng is screaming with joy. A new record and the tyrant's heart? From now on, Bailey Academy finally has some real legendary boss loot. The board updates now. The new raid record belongs to Lin Moyu. Everyone's jaw hits the floor. Sheng is pale, sweating, and shaking. No way, it is him. A second later, Moyu walks out looking cold as ice while the crowd goes wild. The legend is here. He soloed the raid faster than the entire Bai Li team. Sheng grits his teeth, fuming. So you are Moyu, huh? Moyu just gives him the cold shoulder. My bad. I am busy. He just walks off. The other students are loving it. Bailey Academy just got totally humiliated. This news will spread all over the school tomorrow. That is what they get for acting so big. They thought they were top tier, but Lin just wiped the floor with them. Night falls and the hall is buzzing with rumors. Wait, did you notice? He is only level 21. That means he soloed a massive raid starting at level 20. Is he even human? This Necromancer power is terrifying. Back in the office, Bai Yi Yuan answers his phone with a yawn. Mo Yu? What is the matter? Couldn't find a squad to join? Mo Yu stays calm. Sir, I got the heart. Yi Yuan is not even listening. It is fine if you are solo. I will introduce you to some new friends. Suddenly, it clicks. Hold on, Mo Yu. What did you just say? Mo Yu repeats it blankly. I got the tyrant's heart. Yi Yuan is stunned. That kid just started the mission. Where are you right now? I am at the dorm gates. Moonlight filters through the trees as Mo Yu hangs up the phone. The night air is chilly tonight. A notification pops up. New record for Desert Tyrant. You earned 5,000 points and 30 contribution points. This is a one-time reward. Great rewards. Too bad it is only once. Suddenly, a weird power surrounds him. A massive swirl of energy starts wrapping around his body like a vortex. Bai Yi Yuan's magic teleports him to Meng Anwen, who is calmly sipping tea. Mo Yu bows politely. Greetings, Mr. Meng. Meng smiles and tells him to sleep here. Yi Yuan adds, Relax. Old Meng is chill. He is a god-level formation master. Sitting at the tea table, Bai Yi Yuan speaks up. Mo Yu, let us see that heart. Mo Yu nods. Sure thing. A golden crystal appears, shocking Meng Anwen. No doubt about it. That is the tyrant's heart. Yi Yuan looks suspicious. Did you solo this again? Mo Yu is blunt. Yeah, solo. How long did it take? 14 hours. The two masters stare at each other. Meng smirks. Well, Bai, a promise is a promise. He grumpily tosses a bottle to Mo Yu. I know. Take this cooldown charm as a gift. Mo Yu stares at it. With this, my leveling speed will skyrocket. Bai Yi Yuan asks, Mo Yu, do you want to join Creation Academy? He replies, yes, but I am still short on contribution points. He thinks for a bit. 3 records only get you 90 points. However, you need 1,000 contribution points to enter the Elite Creation Academy. Mo Yu asks, can I use the charm on the starter battlefield? Yi Yuan looks intrigued. Yeah. Why? You got an issue with the mission? Mo Yu grips the bottle, thinking of his skeleton warriors. It is no problem. He tells himself, looks like I can farm raids even faster now to get those points. Bai Yi Yuan stands up. Fine, let us get you back. After the opening ceremony, I will take you to the starter battlefield. Mo Yu nods. Thanks, Master Bai. Under the full moon, Meng looks worried. Is it too early to send him there? Bai crosses his arms. You saw him. He soloed a massive raid at level 20. He is already better than most second-class transfers. Training at the starter battlefield right now is exactly what he needs to grow into a legend. He worries about the enemies lurking in wait. Meanwhile, Mo Yu lies in bed with his eyes closed. He rolls over, thinking about the long hours spent in the raid. I can finally rest today, get some sleep, then head back to the desert tomorrow to level up my other skills. A man steps out of a portal, laughing like a maniac. I am back, baby. People pretend to be happy, but they are just mocking him. Look, Bai Li's team is back. Seeing them so happy, they must think they actually won. The whole squad starts cheering and celebrating like they are kings of the world. We crushed it. 15 hours and 58 minutes. A new record. Bailey Academy is the best. The other schools just laugh quietly at their over-the-top celebration. Suddenly, the team stops cheering. They look at the floating leaderboard in total shock. Wait, Captain, what is this? We did not get the heart? Then who did? Moyu's name is right there at the top of the board, leaving the captain frozen in disbelief. Moyu, level 21, 14 hours, 11 minutes. Just one guy? The crowd starts gossiping. Level 21, 14 hours? Is he for real? The captain snaps, screaming in a rage. No way! That is impossible. Seeing things getting ugly, his teammate tries to pull him away. Captain, let us just go. The guy didn't even listen. He just kept fuming. Only level 21, and he is soloing faster than our elite academy team? People from other schools were talking trash. No surprise there. The academy got humiliated twice in one day. Totally embarrassing. Their reputation is trashed. This Lin guy is a total beast. The academy leader could not take the heat and ordered his crew out. After a solid nap, Moyu finally woke up on day 2. He rubbed his head, feeling his spirit energy fully recharged. He strolled into the crowded hall, thinking, if I find that rare fruit in the desert, I can finally max out my gear. Suddenly, some guy approached him. You Moyu? He pointed a finger, telling him to follow. Senior Li Sheng wants a word. Moyu did not even blink. He kept his hands in his pockets and walked right past. The guy stood there, completely stunned. You are ignoring me? You have got guts. Do you not know who Li Sheng is? Moyu turned back. Never heard of him. Tell him to come himself. System analysis popped up. Dungeon cooldown, 9 days. Skip cooldown, 2,000 points. Enter dungeon, 500 points. He thought it over. A skip command cost that much? Everyone noticed him and started whispering. Look, is that the legend Lin? Is he soloing the Desert Tyrant dungeon again? First time was for practice. Imagine what kind of insane record he will set this time. A guy with a bow approached Shuhan. Miss Shuhan, my quest is not done. Can you ask the legend if he will carry us? Others chimed in. Yeah, we will pay in points. If he can solo it, he can definitely carry us too. We will make it worth his while. She was stuck in a tough spot. Guys, wait, the crowd kept shouting. We do not need experience or loot, Miss Shuhan, please. Please, we are begging you. Seeing no other way out, Shuhan finally agreed. Fine, I will ask Moyu and see what he says. The messenger crawled back to Li Sheng. Boss, Moyu refused. Said if you want to meet, you have to go to him. Li Sheng's eyes narrowed. He has got some nerve, the lackey added. Li Sheng slammed his fist. He thinks soloing a low-level dungeon makes him special? Please. He has no idea how hard the second-class advancement is. He is strong now, but he will probably end up a total loser later. Since he is acting tough, forget him. Next time our paths cross, I will teach that brat a lesson. Meanwhile, Shuhan was pleading with Moyu. It is like this, Moyu. They really need to finish this academy mission. Behind her, the whole crowd started begging him too. Legend Lin, please, just one run. I just need the quest completion. Seriously, I will pay you 1,000 points right now. Moyu looked confused. A mission? Shuhan explained quickly. The academy dungeon quest. You did not know? The crowd kept screaming for help. We have been stuck on this desert quest forever. If we do not finish, we cannot join the independent academy. We are desperate. No XP, no loot, no materials. Just let us tag along. Moyu sighed. Sorry, I am just a freshman. I did not know about any of this. The crowd went silent. What? The great legend Lin is just a freshman? No wonder his level seemed a bit low. After a second, they swarmed him again. Boss, just take us. We have got points. 1,000 points each. Moyu felt the pressure. Seeing those offers, he started calculating. I spent a lot on that weapon. One run cost me 2,500 points. If I charge 1,000 points per person, that is 39,000 points in one go? The temptation was too real. Fine, I will take you. 1,000 points each. But I have one condition. They cheered instantly. Whatever you want, boss. Moyu made it clear. If we find that rare fruit in the Tyrant Desert, it is mine. Nobody else touches it. They paused. That legendary rare fruit? We never even dreamed of finding something that rare. It is all yours, obviously. Exactly, Legend Lin. We will not touch it. Moyu glanced at them. Fine, I can only take 39 people. Who is first? They scrambled immediately. Out of my way! Me first! I have been stuck on this mission for a whole year. Shuhan snapped. She put her hands on her hips and yelled until they shut up. Line up! Stop fighting or he will not take anyone. A moment later, they were in a neat line. Moyu checked his points and smiled. Thanks, senior. I owe you one. It is nothing, she waved. Moyu turned to her. Did you finish your own mission yet? Shuhan beamed. All done. Go do your thing. Do not worry about me. Moyu nodded. Next time you need help, just call. I am there. Deal. Do not you dare back out later. Soon, Moyu and the group were teleported into the dunes. Listen up. Stay behind me. Do not wander off, they shouted back. You got it, boss. We are following your lead. Whatever you say, goes. Standing in the sand, he raised his hand. Rise, skeleton warriors. They crawled out of the ground. Go, find the desert oasis. The crowd nearly fainted. Holy crap. He summoned those? We knew he was a necromancer, but that is a whole army. This is terrifying. Is this some legendary hidden class? The system pinged. Desert Ghost Tree, Elite Supermonster. Level 25, Strength 5,000. Agility 1,000, Spirit 2,000, Stamina 6,000. Watching the skeletons fly through the air, they gasped. One hit? He just one-shotted it. Last time my team tried this, it took 20 minutes. This is insane. The stats on those skeletons are through the roof. System update. Silver rank skeleton warrior, level 21, strength 4,500, all attributes 4,500. System alert. Desert demon tree killed, 7,500 experience points added. I scratched my head thinking, yeah, carrying 39 freeloaders definitely tanks the experience gain. That experience is trash. At least I got 39,000 points. I will just have to spam this dungeon a few more times. It is perfect timing since I am grinding other skills anyway. A moment later, the group standing behind me and my skeleton warriors saw the carnage. They completely lost it. Nobody could even keep their mouths shut. Is Godlin pulling the whole map? He already rounded up over 100 mobs. Are those skeleton mages going to carry us? I thought back to that energy recovery tree. Man, I got lucky the first time. You do not just stumble across rare desert spawns like that every day. My skeleton warriors raised their staves, ready for war. I just stood there, hands in my pockets, watching the chaos unfold. Since that rare fruit is not dropping this time, I might as well crush the boss, clear the stage, and reset the dungeon for another run. The crowd behind me freaked out as the ground started shaking. They yelled, "What the hell is happening?" I raised my hand and triggered a massive explosion in the distance. The group watched the fireworks, stunned as their experience bars started climbing fast. They whispered to each other, "How many monsters did God Lin just blow up at once? Is that God Lin's skill? Holy crap, that power is insane." I turned back and told them, "I have almost cleared out all the trash mobs around here. You guys just sit tight and stay right where you are. I am going to wipe out the mobs in the ant demon cave and then call for you." They just nodded calmly and said, "No problem, God Lin. Take your time. We are in no rush." They watched me walk away, totally chill, and could not stop talking. It has only been 3 hours since we entered this dungeon, right? This is actually happening. I am completely lost. This efficiency is unreal. If I did not see it myself, I would never believe it. After waiting at the same spot for 20 minutes, one guy scratched his head and finally spoke up. What if we try pulling a mob ourselves? Godlin makes it look so easy. Maybe the monsters in this zone are not actually that tough to handle. 2 others agreed and stood up. Let us give it a shot. We have the same classes and our levels are way higher than Godlin's. There is no way we cannot even handle a single monster, right? Exactly. Let us get a taste of the action. But a few minutes later, they were screaming in terror. They messed up and accidentally pulled 2 of them at once. Battle starts. Healer, get ready to pump some heals. They jumped into combat mode, struggling to hold their own. These scorpions are probably just babies, but they are still a handful. Everyone, stay calm. Those scorpions have insane defense. We can barely land a hit. One soldier charged in bravely but got blasted back, making his teammates scream, "What? No way!" That hit was brutal. Healer, patch him up, now. As he got treated, someone yelled, "Is it out? Where is it?" Even the mages were barely hanging on. Stop shouting and just keep fighting. Suddenly, a rainbow-colored scorpion charged out of the swarm. Its stat window popped up on the left. Health at 5,890, 2 out of 6,000. They panicked instantly. Damn it, are you guys just tickling this thing? But right then, someone smashed it in the head, dealing a massive amount of damage. A guy and a girl charged forward, shouting, "Let us handle this." The soldiers yelled to retreat for now. 5 minutes passed, and the system notification popped up. Desert Scorpion level 25 defeated, plus 7,500 experience. The trio of fighters huddled together, totally drained. This is brutal. Are the monsters in every large-scale dungeon this insane? So Godlin has been fighting these freaks the whole time? He is on another level. Meanwhile, I got the exact same notification as them. Desert Scorpion level 25 defeated, plus 7,500. I glanced at them. These guys seriously cannot catch a break. Outside, squads were still fighting hard. Why are you just sitting there? There is another one. Exactly. They pulled 2 mobs at once. Everyone was covered in sweat, exhausted, and nursing a few nasty wounds. Damn it, what are we supposed to do now? I am out of stamina. We should have just called God Lin. Why did we have to go looking for trouble? Suddenly, a huge gust of wind kicked up, and another scorpion lunged straight at them. Suddenly, a skeleton warrior leaped out of nowhere, swinging its sword in a wild frenzy. The crowd gasped, their eyes glued to every single move. It finished the monster off in seconds. I finally get how overpowered God Lin's skeletons actually are. That was terrifying. The group I saved wiped their sweat and sighed in relief. They were shaking but grateful. Good thing God Lin left a skeleton behind to watch our backs, but it has been several minutes now. Why has God Lin not killed a single monster yet? Do I even need to explain that? He is definitely pulling a massive mob. We have seen this before. Seconds later, the system alerts started flooding in. Desert Soldier level 26 defeated. 8,000 experience points gained. Everyone was completely dazed. This is insane. My experience is literally skyrocketing. Oh my god, this efficiency is terrifying. Small groups started whispering that God Lin must have reached the boss room already. I heard there is an ant queen inside that cave who is a nightmare to fight. I heard that too. If your damage output is too low, she will just regenerate everything. You cannot kill her. While they were doubting his damage, the scene shifted to me. I was soloing the whole swarm and the queen. I did not hesitate and triggered a corpse explosion. Outside, the notifications kept rolling in. Desert Ant Queen, level 28 defeated. 20,000 experience points gained. Word spread fast. The queen is already dead? That was way too quick. I walked out calmly and said, "Let us go. We are heading straight to the Tyrant Fortress." I was already planning my next move. I need to clear this run fast, reset, and go look for that fruit. My teammates rushed after me as the others stood there, staring at the battlefield in shock. Holy crap, were there really that many monsters in there? This is basically an entire army. One guy sighed, saying he could not imagine it. If Godlin soloed this dungeon, he would probably jump from level 20 to 30 in less than a month. Time for the old reliable corpse explosion. A pile of bodies in front of me erupted, shrouded in a thick red mist. The sheer power of it sent boulders flying everywhere. The spectators were absolutely floored. I cannot believe he is sieging the castle like this. When your damage is this high, you can basically just ignore all the dungeon mechanics. They all scrambled away from the center. Is that the Lion Tyrant? A real world-class boss? Even from this distance, I am literally shivering. We should back up more. Who knows how long it will take God Lin? The massive Lion Tyrant loomed over everything. I did not have time for pleasantries and got straight to the point. We meet again. Sorry, buddy, but I am in a bit of a hurry. The group hid in an alley, peeking out while sweating bullets. They looked at each other, wondering why a world-class boss looks like a cheap toy standing in front of Godlin. Godlin makes this look so easy. I feel like I could take a swing, too. Yeah, go ahead then. Just try not to wet your pants. Suddenly, the alert popped up. Lion Tyrant level 30 defeated. 50,000 experience points added. The guy who was just joking around went silent, totally stunned by that raw power. He whispered, "I was only kidding, man." The whole crowd was cheering in disbelief. I finished the fight fast and skipped the celebrations, using my teleport skill immediately. Everyone in the group was yelling their thanks. Godlin, you are seriously the GOAT. My quest has been stuck for 2 years, and I finally cleared it. A second later, I teleported back to Shu Han's side. "Sis, thank you so much for all your hard work helping us today." Li Sheng's lackey is spying, reporting back that the target is on the move. That arrogant brat is heading in with a massive crowd of soldiers. Moyu looks at the small army, totally confused why there are so many people following him. Everyone looks awkward but eager. We've been stuck on these quests forever. When we heard the master was doing a dungeon sweep, we all just had to tag along for the ride. Moyu checks if everyone knows the rules. They roar back with hyped-up energy, promising not to touch any loot. Even Li Sheng's lackey is stuck in the back, realizing it is going to be nearly impossible to squeeze into this elite squad. With Moyu leading the charge, the huge group follows close behind. He is secretly praying that this run finally drops that rare desert fruit he has been looking for. Moyu's eyes light up as he spots the fruit. Finally, now he can max out his remaining skills. With only a day and a half until the opening ceremony, he needs to grind a few more times. He casually summons his skeleton army to wipe out the monsters. The crowd goes wild, realizing they can basically go away from keyboard and still level up. This is total insanity. While Moyu stays chill, the others are losing their minds. The battle is intense, with rocks crumbling and falling everywhere under the sheer pressure of his dark magical powers. Everyone is buzzing with excitement, watching his insane combat style. They have never seen anything like it. The majestic tyrant lion appears, stepping out to face the skeleton legion. The group holds their breath, wondering if they can actually take down this boss. This is way too real. No one expected it to go this fast. It has only been 7 hours, and it looks like the master is about to break his own record. Li Shang's lackey is sweating bullets, completely terrified by what he is seeing. He needs to get out of here and report this to his boss immediately. The group cheers like it's their first boss kill, some even crying happy tears. Their missions are finally done. Lin is a beast. Suddenly, the scene shifts to a bright room. The lackey whispers the report to Li Shang about Moyu. Li Shang smirks, realizing the kid relies on corpse explosions and a skeleton army. If they can just block his summons and clear the bodies, Moyu becomes totally useless. He's figured out the secret to taking down the Necromancer. Li Shang analyzes the flaws. Every class has a weak spot, and Moyu is no exception. It is time. Go find the wolf god from Canlong Academy. Tell him I have got a job that needs doing. He grins like a villain, still fuming over the lost boss loot and the humiliation at the academy. He is going to make Moyu pay for everything. Cut to Xia Shui, standing alone and staring out the window, looking like she's lost in thought. She's stressing over her points, remembering what Dong Yang said. Everything at the capital shop is way too expensive, and she's desperately trying to save up enough to buy something decent. She can't afford a thing. She is so jealous of that idiot Moyu and his 30,000 points. Who knows how many points the national champion gets, but it has to be huge. A smile crosses her face as she remembers hearing that Moyu arrived at the academy a few days ago. She wonders how he is holding up. Meanwhile, Moyu is locked in, commanding his skeletons to crush the dungeon boss. Xia Shui knows he is strong, so he is probably doing just fine. The next day, three masters are hanging out when Tai Ran suddenly screams that the kid they like has totally lost his mind. Yi Yuan is confused, asking his friend what's wrong with the principal of Xiajing. Mo Yu is usually such a calm and collected guy, so Tarsao everyone calling him a total psycho? Tai Ran points at the monitor, fuming. This kid is at the dungeon palace, charging people money to carry them through the desert boss level. Yi Yuan shrugs, saying carrying others for points is normal, but Tai Ran isn't having it. He's mad because Mo Yu is carrying 39 people at once, clearing a backlog of students who have been stuck for years. Yi Yuan just laughs. This kid is something else. 39 people in a single run? He's making a fortune. Tai Ran slams the table, yelling that the academy sets those missions to test people's limits, not for someone to turn it into a business. These trials are supposed to filter out the real talent. Being stuck was their own fault, but now Mo Yu is just breaking the whole system by helping them out. Yi Yuan sips his tea, chill as ever. He knows, but so what? Mo Yu isn't breaking any official rules. He tells Tai Ran that he's been tired of these outdated missions for a long time anyway.